Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you an important and serious update. There are growing political tension, leadership change, and new violence that is raising concern across the country. In this video, we will talk about three major stories. First, we will talk about 1 year since Dr. Machar was detained. Second, we'll talk about major government change by President Salva Kiir. And finally, we'll talk about deadly attack and confusion over who is responsible. Before we begin with this breaking update, I will ask you to help the channel by subscribing. If you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I will ask you to help me by subscribing and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's begin our report with 1 year of Dr. Machar detention in Juba. This week marked exactly 1 year since Dr. Machar was placed under detention in capital Juba. He was arrested on March 26, 2025, along with other political and military leaders connected to the opposition group Sudan People Liberation Movement in opposition. Machar was accused of being involved in what is known as the Nasser incident. Since then, Dr. Machar has remained in detention and is now facing trial in Juba. His supporters said his arrest is not legal and is politically motivated. A statement from his office, shared by spokesperson Pokbot Balwang, said the situation in the country is getting worse. According to the statement, the peace agreement signed in 2018 is now under serious pressure. The 2018 peace agreement, or peace deal, officially called Revitalized Agreement on the Resolution of Conflict in South Sudan, was meant to end year of civil war. This agreement brought Dr. Riek Machar and President Salva Kiir together in a unity government. But right now, many people believe that this agreement is slowly breaking down. Dr. Machar's side is making serious claims, including opposition members have been arrested without fair process. Some are being tried in what they call unfair court, and military side linked to the opposition have been attacked. Military side, like where the SPLA-IO is right now, their forces have been attacked several times. They also claim that some communities, especially the Nuer people, have been targeted by the government of South Sudan. The SSPDF attack Nuer civilians, burning their villages and displacing them in thousands, according to SPLA-IO. This claim have not yet been, confirmed independently. Like the government is saying this is not true, but people are seeing evidence where large population from Makobo and other counties like Nasser were displaced, and now they are living in refugee camp somewhere there at the border in Ethiopia. So far, the government has not given an official response to these specific accusations. However, the government has said that it said many times that it is still committed to peace, but this is not what the SPLA are seeing. Another issue is power sharing. Under the peace deal, government positions were supposed to be shared between different groups, but the opposition, the SPLIO, say that some of their positions have been taken by the ruling party, Sudan People Liberation Movement. Supporters, including their leaders, they say that all their position in the government, in the state, and also in the counties level, they were all taken by the government under President Salva Kiir Mayardit. This has increased tension between both sides. The Machar team is now calling on international and regional leaders to step in. They are asking for immediate release of Dr. Machar, release of all political detainees, restart of the peace process. They said peace cannot move forward while key leaders are in detention. What about election? There are also concerns about upcoming election plan for December 2026. Important steps like security reform, writing a new constitution, and preparing voters. All this have all been delayed. Many people now fear that the election may not happen as planned. The situation remains fragile. There is uncertainty, mistrust, and growing fear that the country could return to instability. Let's look at this development. President Salva Kiir Mayardit make major changes. Now let us move to our second top story. President Salva Kiir Mayardit has made several sudden changes in his government. The president removed Health Minister Sarah Cleto Real from her position. A new minister by the name Luke Thompson Luke Sampson has been appointed. So far, no clear reason has been given for this decision. This change comes shortly after action by the United States Embassy in Juba. The embassy ordered all U.S. supported laboratory staff and equipment to leave the National Public Health Laboratory in Juba. Why? According to report, an official accused of misusing it. They took control of the laboratory equipment. Soldiers were seen inside the facility. This raised serious concern about safety and transparency. This move could affect health service in South Sudan. Laboratories are important for disease testing, public health monitoring, and an emergency response. If services are reduced, it could affect many people. The president also made other changes, replaced the health minister and the secretary, removed officials in finance and cabinet affairs, and appointed new leader in different regions. These changes are happening quickly and without detailed explanation. Some analysts believe these changes are connected to a political tension. The health ministry position belongs to opposition group SPLMIO under the peace agreement. But since Dr. Machar is under detention, another group led by Stephen Parkour is now working with the government. They are working with President Salva Kiir Mayardit. This has created division within the opposition itself. There is also concern about recent violence in Ruweng administrative area. More than 200 people were reportedly killed in a deadly attack in Abiomnam County. It is still unclear if recent government change are linked to this violence. Under the peace agreement, the president or Salva Kiir Mayardit has the power to appoint and remove officials, but critics said frequent change may weaken trust in the system. Let's move on to our third top story. a deadly attack and confusion in Warab. According to the report, a deadly attack has taken place in Warab state, and there is confusion about who is responsible. An attack on cattle camp in Gogrel East left at least 24 people dead, including children and a soldier. More than 30 people were injured during the attack. The attack happened at night while people were sleeping, according to the report. At first, local officials say that the attacker came from Unity State. They describe it as a cross-border cattle raid. Later, the governor of Warab State gave a different explanation. They blamed force linked to Dr. Machar, the SPLA-IO, members of Sudan People Movement or members of Sudan People Army, and other groups. The SPLM-IO or SPLM strongly denied these accusations. Their spokesperson, Bush Akechol, said their forces are not in that area. They were not involved in the attack. He also said it would not make sense for them to carry out such an attack. Now there are two different stories. Attack came from Unity State, and attacker were local or linked to the rebel group. No independent investigation has confirmed either version. This kind of violence affects ordinary people the most. Families have lost loved ones. Communities are living in fear. The Warab Unity area, or we can say Warab and Unity area, has seen repeated violence linked to the cattle raid and revenge attack. This latest incident show how fragile the situation is. Authorities have sent more forces. SSPDF were sent to the area to try to restore order, but without clear information, it is difficult to prevent future attack. So, to summarize all this, Dr. Machar has now spent 1 year in detention. The peace agreement is under pressure. President Salva Kiir Mayardit is making a major government change, and violence continue with confusion about who is responsible. South Sudan is at a critical moment. The decision made now will shape the country's future. I thank you for watching. If you are new here to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Thank you for watching. Let's meet on the next report. Bye-bye.